formed me to do, with integrity and a commitment to serving the American people.
The Fed has recently cut interest rates by a small amount. In Washington, Jill Nato, Fox News.
The 83rd Annual Golden Globes Award ceremony celebrating achievements within film and TV. Fox's Michelle Polino recaps it for us.
And the winner is One Battle After Another.
Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another about the deep political battles in America took home 4 awards, including Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy. Hamnet won 2, including Best Picture Drama at the 83rd Annual Golden Globes, while Timothée Chalamet grabbed the Best Actor trophy for Marty Supreme, acknowledging his previous losses.
I'd be lying if I didn't say those moments didn't make this moment that much sweeter. For my parents, for my partner, I love you. Thank you so much.
Golden Globes clips provided by Golden Globes LLC and Dick Clark Productions LLC. On the TV side, Adolescents took home 4 Globes for limited series The Pit and The Studio 2. Michelle Polino, Fox.
America's listening to Fox News.
I'm Emily Campagno, and I'm taking you inside the Idaho murders. In Moscow, Idaho, a small college town, one case so violent and heartbreaking shocked the nation. 4 students were found brutally murdered in their off-campus home, prompting a cross-country search for the cold-blooded killer. The Fox True Crime Podcast presents Inside the Idaho Murders. The evidence, the manhunt, the killer, and the victims.
Listen and follow now at foxtruecrime.com. Every weekday, it's your go-to source for staying informed and entertained. The Fox News Primetime Highlights Podcast, offering a curated selection of the most impactful moments of the Ingram Angle, Jesse Waters Primetime, Hannity, and Gutfeld. Listen and follow now so you never miss a moment of the action-packed highlights from these must-watch Fox News Channel shows. Go to foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. America's listening to Fox News.
A team will brief President Trump Tuesday on his options for intervening on behalf of protesters in Iran. The Wall Street Journal reports those options include taking military action.
We've heard now from the Iranian regime saying they are threatening counterattacks should the Trump administration decide to launch strikes inside Iran. And as military options go, none appear immediate. There are no aircraft carrier strike groups in the region. Ford remains in the Caribbean, George Washington and Lincoln in the Western Pacific. One of those carriers is likely to be dispatched to the Middle East in the coming days. Might take a week to get there, though. There are strike aircraft in the region.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Activists say the number of people killed in the Iranian crackdown over 2 weeks of protests has soared to at least 538 people. Many more feared dead. In Minneapolis Sunday, people upset over the fatal shooting of Renee Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, flooding the streets of many cities around the country. Fox's Garrett Tenney.
Activists were handing out flyers encouraging people to sign up and take part in anti-ICE activities, which federal officials say are ramping up across the country and making it more dangerous to enforce the law. Agents had a large crowd gathering around them as they were carrying out an immigration enforcement operation, and that crowd swarmed the agents' cars after they detained one person and then drove away.
Fox's Garrett Tenney. And a South Carolina police officer shot and wounded while sitting in his patrol car Sunday in what one official called an ambush-style attack. Local sheriff's deputies later shot and killed a suspect in a shootout. That, according to authorities. The Greenville police officer was repeatedly shot early on Sunday. The officer treated at the hospital and released, according to the city. Greenville County Sheriff Hobart Lewis described the shooting as a, quote, ambush-style attack in a video from the scene, which was posted on social media, including on Facebook. I'm Ted Lindner. This is Fox News.
Well, hello there, Guam. Colonel Sanders here. When it comes to big flavor and real value, nobody does it like KFC. Pot pie, fries, and a drink, $7.50. Wow! The best chicken sandwich on Guam with fries and a drink, $7.50. Wow! Crispy chicken strips, side and a drink, $7.50. Wow! That's wow! $7.50 every day, all day. So when hunger calls, answer it the right way. Head on over to KFC today. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Guam, are you ready? For one night only, Julian Marley and The Uprising, featuring the sounds of DJ Bonix, are coming to Guam at the Lime Event venue this February 14th. And the best part? Everyone is VIP. Experience roots, reggae, and pure Marley vibes live on Valentine's Day. But listen, tickets are extremely limited, and once they're gone for good. Don't wait. Get yours now at guamtime.net. That's guamtime.net. Brought to you by New Wave Studios Guam, Empire Realty, Star 101, Boss 104, and The Point. One night, one price, one legend.
Listen to The Point anytime, anywhere on Odyssey. Odyssey is your new audio home for all the music, news, sports, and podcasts that matter to you. Find your favorite stations like The Point and discover more. Music stations, local and trusted news sources, sports talk and team coverage, plus today's biggest podcasts. Find it all on the Odyssey app. AUDACY. The Point, Boss 104, and Star 101, in collaboration with the Micronesia Mall, present the second annual Health and Wellness Expo. Check us out in the Center Court, Saturday, January 17th, from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Spend the first part of 2026 making new choices with us. Enjoy an array of healthcare businesses showcasing how they can help you create a journey of wellness. Pick up some new healthy habits at our Health and Wellness Expo 2026. Brought to you by Take Care, Guam Cancer Care, ATVS, Ignite Juice Bar, G6 Fitness, Toda Guam Foundation, International Sports Center, MDX Imaging Center, and Island Cancer Center.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
It is 1800 hours and 7 minutes. It's time for Veterans with Benefits with your host, Corinna Ballista.
I was going to say, you're going to say his name? Anthony couldn't make it, but I am here. Woohoo. So as always, we want to start our show with thanking our sponsors. Ambrose Inc., American Legion Post 1, Hubs of a Family Medical Clinic, 11Z's. They're right behind the radio station, and they offer 11% discount. I think I got their raspberry tea, red raspberry tea. So good. Domino's. No one knows like Domino's. Thank you, Dane, for sponsoring Veteran of the Week every week. JTC Services, veteran-owned business. Also, The Most Services with Rob Jackson, also another veteran-owned business. Master Blasters for all your blasting needs. And the veteran nonprofit organization that we're a part of, HMI. So we always want to also, my favorite part, Veteran of the Week. Veteran of the Week. Veteran of the Week is Staff Sergeant Carla Cepeda. She honorably served in the United States Air Force and Air National Guard, demonstrating exceptional dedication, technical expertise, and commitment to mission success throughout her military career. She entered military service in 2018 and served as a General Vehicular Equipment Maintenance Journeyman. In this role, she was responsible for the maintenance, repair, and operational readiness of mission-critical vehicles and equipment essential to unit mobility and expeditionary operations. Her technical proficiency and attention to detail directly contributed to sustained operational effectiveness. She was assigned to the 254th Red Horse Squadron, Prime Beef, where she supported rapid engineer and heavy repair operations. Her performance reflected the highest standards of professionalism and reliability in both garrison and deployed environments. From March 2021 to December 2021, she was mobilized in support of Operation Spartan Shield. She deployed to the U.S. Central Command area of responsibility, where she contributed directly to contingency operations and regional stability efforts. Her service during this period exemplifies adaptability, resilience, and unwavering commitment under demanding operational conditions. Throughout her service, Sergeant Cepeda earned multiple awards and decorations, recognizing her contributions, including the Meritorious Unit Award, Air Force Outstanding Unit Award, National Defense Service Medal, Global War and Terrorism Expeditionary Medal, Air Force Expeditionary Service Ribbon, Small Arms Expert Marksmanship Ribbon with 1 Silver Star, and the Air Force Training Ribbon. She completed her active duty service in 2021 following completion of required active service. Her service is characterized by integrity, technical excellence, and devotion to duty, reflecting great credit upon herself, her unit, and the Guam Air National Guard. Let us thank her for her service. Veteran of the Week. You get a pizza, so I will contact you. You contact me. I think I already told her. So just contact Dane, and we'll get you your pizza. Next is our tip of the week. We always get questions from veterans, and the most recent one that I received, and it's not difficult to keep track of, all of these questions. So this one is, can I use VA healthcare for non-service connected conditions? Yes. Veterans can receive VA healthcare for both service connected and non-service connected conditions, depending on eligibility and enrollment in VA healthcare. VA disability compensation and VA healthcare are related but separate systems. Service-connected versus non-service-connected care. Service-connected conditions are linked to military service. It covers all treatment and medications, no copays. But for non-service-connected conditions, they're not yet linked to service. VA may still provide care based on your priority group. Income, there's a means test. So last time I checked Guam's income, that is if the veteran makes over $62,000, that's the veteran plus the spouse, they will not, are not eligible for the income means test. Then toxic exposure risk activity. So their copays may apply, but access is still often available. Then the PACT Act of 2022, it expanded again in 2024. So this expands health care for veterans who the toxic exposure did not only occur overseas or in combat zones, but at home stations, bases, shipyards, training installations, and workplaces within the U.S. and its territories. What does this mean for veterans? It means under the expansion, veterans exposed to toxins at stateside bases, National Guard facilities, reserve centers, and home stations may now qualify for health care. And they qualify for exposure screenings and care for exposure-related conditions, even if not yet service-connected. So the 2024 change is exposure no longer requires deployment to a combat zone. So that's very important. Veterans can receive VA health care while claims are pending. The expansion also applies to exposures such as industrial solvents, PFAS, forever chemicals, fuel spills and vapors, contaminated water, including drinking water on base, pesticides, herbicides, and other hazardous substances. So there are eight priority groups. Veterans don't know that they fall into one of these groups. So if you're a veteran and you are 50% or more service connected, or TDIU, which means temporary disability individual unemployability, meaning you're getting paid at the 100% rate, but you're not 100% yet, according to scheduler, you're priority group 1. Full access for all conditions. Priority group 2 is 30 to 40% service connected, no copays, limited copays for non-service connected care. Priority group 3, 10 to 20% service connected. Purple Heart recipients discharged for service connected condition. Priority group 4, you're receiving aid in attendance or housebound benefits, or catastrophically disabled. Priority group 5, low-income veterans that have income below $62,000, that's here in Guam, according to our zip code, and then VA pension recipients. Then priority group 6, PACT Act and toxic exposure group. Veterans with toxic exposure include Agent Orange, burn pits, radiation, environmental hazards at home stations, available for VA care related to exposure even before service connection is granted. This group is especially important under the 2024 PACT Act expansion. Priority group 7 to 8. Higher income veterans with little or no service connection, VA care is still available with some copays. It's important to enroll in VA healthcare even if you're not sure, because the VA healthcare can document conditions for future claims. You can receive treatment while your claims are pending. Toxic exposure screenings can establish early evidence, and VA providers' records carry strong weight in a claim decision. So how do you apply apply. You can apply online on va.gov using Form 1010EZ, or you can call 1-877-222-8387, or you can visit the closest VA medical center near you. And here in Guam, that is the community-based outpatient clinic in Agania Heights. So if you believe you're exposed to toxins, especially at a home station doing your job in the military, say so on the application. It can affect your priority group placement. So bottom line is you don't need a condition to be service connected to receive VA health care. The PACT Act of 2022 and 2024 expansion significantly broadens the access. Toxic exposure at home stations now counts. So enrolling early protects your health and future benefits. Oh, that was a mouthful. That was a lot.
You did well. It seems like, and just to let people know, our veterans know that if they had claimed previously in previous years before this act,
yes,
they can refile.
Yes, they can refile. There's a form for that. That one is called 1010 EZR. So you just fill that one out, or head to the CBOC, visit Miss Celeste, and she'll help you. Most important is just register. A lot of veterans don't know that, they have this benefit, which is, what we're going to talk about this show are the benefits available to veterans that a lot of them don't know about. But before we do that, we just had our past boot camp 48 at the Aston Mayor's office. You said you made a show, or like what is it you said? Like a slideshow? And I'm going to check the comments online. Who do we have talking to us online? What's going on? But we had, I'd want to say, standing room only, I think, each day, because at the Aston Mayor's office, we can only fit about 30 some veterans, and it was quite crowded. We had veterans different days. It was 3 days long. Oh, let me see who's online. Okay. You're showing the pictures. Okay, that's Bill. Yep. And then we had a testimony. That's a veteran who's giving his testimony. I always say there's Bob. There's Bob.
He's on island.
Yes. Bob came to talk about VFW and American Legion, veterans joining VFW and American Legion. So, it's a 3-day benefits boot camp. First day we go over intro to your claims. Second day we go over required forms. Third day we go over what to expect at your CMB exam. And we have some hands-on activities, which is why you'll see people in groups. And I think that's one of my favorite parts, is getting them involved in their claims. Oh, and then the Guerreros brought some desserts. So it's catered, but some veterans brought some food. So we had the Guerreros donate, the Mesas donate, the Pinedas donated. Jean, are you watching? Jean, thanks for the donuts. Someone goes, hey, how did he get the donuts from, or not Jean. Jean brought desserts the first day, but Joe brought the Main Street donuts. And I hear that you can only get them at a certain time. So I guess he probably picked them up and saved them for the boot camp. I'm not sure. But good turnout. Veterans loved it. Bob, I think, just arrived, and he said he was coming, and he always comes to our boot camp to talk about, hey, veterans, you should join the VFW and the American Legion, because we need our voices to be heard. And if you're part of a national organization who talks and gives testimony and in Congress, then maybe we will get heard here. So those are just him talking about national organizations. So that was our benefits boot camp. Our next one is going to be at the Sunrise Conference Center, Anderson Air Force Base, Guam, February 11 to 13. That's going to be boot camp 49 and our second annual summit. I'm excited for that one.
Were those without base access be able to go to this one?
No, unfortunately, and we're not going to sponsor anyone, because that's a whole different animal to try to sponsor someone.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. So let me read the comments online. So we have Elizabeth Kitchetush said she's watching. Brendan Fausto, he says, good evening, veteran warfighters. And you gave him a salute, the Jigo Jarhead. Half a day, brother. Hope everything's fine. And Tag, hello, Romeo Tag. He says, hi, Corinne and Anthony. Anthony's not here, but okay. Rookie Cruz, he says, Biba HMI. Thank you. Thank you, Rookie. Thank you for your testimony, and thank you for always supporting, the nonprofit organization HMI and the veterans. We did something different. I wish I had one. We did something different at boot camp this year. Instead of giving all these handouts that we normally give out, we created this book. So in our boot camp, we give out all of these, what do you call them? Forms. Because, there's required forms. We gave out these, instead of printing these forms out, we've created an actual workbook. So it's easier for the veteran to have it right in front of them. So we created our 2026 schedule. I need to bring it next week. I need to bring one. They were all gone. We only made 40 because I only wanted to make so many for how many veterans showed up to our benefits boot camp. But we had more than 40 because they were all gone by the second day. So
Could this be something that's printed out for the entire year, or do forms change?
Good question. I prepaid for the whole year. So how it is it's we order it. So I only ordered 40, but we paid for the whole year. So I can change it. So because we're going to have the summit, so it has to be changed. So I was telling our team that the veterans get just one ever for the year. So if you already got one for boot camp in Aspen, then you're not going to get one for the summit. You're just going to get the insert because it's the same information, and it's very expensive to make. So you have the 2026 calendar for boot camp. You have the VA claims checklist. You have all the required forms in there. You have, and I added 2 new forms in the booklet because these are always very big questions in our benefits boot camp is, how do I get my DD-214?
And you have these benefit boot camps
every
month.
Every month.
What a great opportunity for sponsors to put something on the back cover.
Oh, you're right. I'm going to go hit them up. Thank you.
You're
I'm going to go
welcome.
hit up these sponsors for this very expensive book
I won't
that
even
we
charge
made.
you a finder's fee.
Anthony don't have something to say about that. We had someone join us on YouTube. I think it's called Guam. Are we on YouTube today? Yes, we are. Okay. I just wanted to say those that are watching us on YouTube, because there was someone that joined us on YouTube. I want to say their name is, oh no, I lost it. I know they followed us on, I got a notification. I think it's Guam Guys or Guys Guam. I don't even know the name. I need to look it up. But it's under the sea watching us because I only have one monitor in front of me, so I can't see it.
Yeah. And for those who want to go watch on YouTube, search for HMI Guam.
Oh, yes. HMI
the
Guam
point,
on
yes.
YouTube.
It's
Yes,
the
not the
HMI
point.
account.
Yes, on the account. They someone sent us a message that said, "Hey, I'm watching all of your replays on YouTube." I said, "Oh, thank you so much." So we already talked about the Sunrise Conference Center. So 2026, I think we talked about this last year, right? Leading up to the end of the year, is that we wanted to highlight the services for veterans, because there are so many benefits the veterans have that they don't know about. Not only is their compensation, right? That's the most popular benefit that veterans know about, is the money, right? We talked about the 2.8% increase that we received. But I do want to talk about all the other benefits that we have that a lot of veterans don't know that we have. I talked to a veteran today, and he didn't know that he could use his GI Bill. He goes, I can't use it, right? I already separated in 2023. I said, no, you can use it. Who said you can't use it? He goes, oh, my friend told me that. And this is another reminder that if you are a veteran, this is your benefit. You earned it. You deserved it. So you should take charge of it, and you should go find out what is available to you. Don't listen to your friend or your pari or your mali or, at a party and take what they say as truth. Go and find out on your own. And I always tell the veterans, go to va.gov. That's where you're going to find the facts. Yes, there's a lot of YouTube videos out there, but a lot of YouTube videos are out there to get compensation for the watches, right? If you watch their YouTube video and that video is on opinion, then they're going to get paid for that. Opinion is not the truth. So I always tell the veterans, go to va.gov. So I gave him the number to call. I gave him 2 numbers. I gave him the 1-800 number, the 1-800-827-1000. So he applied for voc rehab and he never got a response. And I asked him, how long has it been? He said 2 months. I said, why are you waiting? You can't wait for the VA to call you. Your name will drop. It will fall. Your sticky note will fall off someone's computer. Just go find out yourself. If you can't remember, remind yourself every Monday. Every Monday I'm going to work on my claim. Every Monday I'm going to find out what benefits I have. Every Monday I'm going to find out about that appointment that the VA said they will call me for. Don't wait for them. Go and call yourself. Go find out yourself. So I gave him the 1-800 number, which is 1-800-827-1000. And then I gave him the other number, which is the VA White House hotline. And that is 24/7. So you're going to actually get a case number and they're going to follow through with that agency to find out, or that office, and say, hey, this veteran's been trying to get this benefit. Can you please help them? What's going on? What's the status? And they call you a week later just to find out. So I love that number. It really gets the ball rolling for any veteran that is just waiting. And if you're a veteran, please don't wait. This is your benefit, your service. Take charge of it. So we talked about 2026 being year of the, what did we say? Services, veteran services. So we want to highlight all the services. So I'm not prepared to highlight the services on Guam, but I am ready to do the federal side. But should we take a break now? We should take a break now. Yes. Okay. You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on 93.3. You can call into 671-888-TALK. We'll be right back.
Kim Anderson from Security Title here. If you are like me, the new year brings an irresistible urge to clean house and make a fresh start. As we head into 2026, it may be a good time to check the status of your family property. Have there been any changes, such as a marriage or divorce? Has a family member passed? Or do you have an estate plan in place? Taking a little time now can help prevent bigger issues down the road and give you peace of mind for the year ahead. From all of us at Security Title, Happy New Year.
The quote, "Play it again, Sam," is one of the most famous misquotes in cinema history. It was never actually spoken in the classic 1942 film Casablanca. In the movie, Ilse Lund, played by Ingrid Bergman, says this.
Play it, Sam. Play as time goes by.
Later, Rick Blaine, played by Humphrey Bogart, addresses Sam as well.
You played it for her, you play it for me.
At no point does anyone say, "Play it again, Sam." The misquote gained traction through cultural references, parodies, and reinterpretations of the film. It was further popularized by the title of Woody Allen's 1972 movie, Play It Again, Sam. Over time, the phrase entered popular culture as a shorthand reference to the iconic scenes involving the song As Time Goes By.
Remember this, a kiss is just a kiss.
Matt Murphy, Fox News.
And we're back. You're listening to us on 93.3. You can call into 671-888-TALK. All right. There are so many benefits, veterans. We have to highlight this because no one's talking about this for our veterans. So we want to have, hopefully this will come up hopefully this month and not late like last year. So, every year, the Guam Veteran Task Force, in partnership with HMI, with, the government proclaimed year of something for the veteran. So 2 years ago was Year of the Veteran. Last year was Year of the Veteran Counter Registry. And then this year will be year of the veteran services. We really need to highlight this because things are changing and for the better for veterans. So I want to highlight this workbook. It's the Federal Benefits 2025 for veterans, dependents, survivors, and caregivers. This is available online. You can Google it, and it's called, let me find it for you. It is called Federal Benefits for Veterans and Survivors. You can find it on the VA website. You could just Google it. Just put 2025 Federal Benefits book and you'll find it. This is 120 pages long. I know that's a lot for, being a veteran. But 120 pages. We're going to just touch on, I'm not going to go in detail about each of them. I will touch on them and go in a little bit of detail. But if you have a question, you can, comment on our Facebook or YouTube or call in to 671-888-TALK. I'm like a walking did you know? And I wish, all the veterans knew this, but unfortunately not a lot of veterans know that we have these benefits for us. So first I'm going to start with the Veterans Crisis Line, 988. As a veteran, if you are experiencing anything, you're going through anything, you need to talk to someone, you can call 988. That works here in Guam and in the States. And then the VA hotline, this is the White House hotline. You will get an actual case number for any issues that you have. This is healthcare, benefits, you're trying to find out another benefit, you can call this White House hotline. It's 1-800-698-2411, and this is 24/7. You can, if something's going on and you need help, it's whether it's healthcare or any other benefit that you have from the VA, no one's helping you, no one's answering, you didn't get your referral, you're not being able to travel on time, call this number and they will call that actual office and get the ball rolling. It actually works. We helped a veteran. He was having a hard time getting his ID. And I said, hey, you should be able to get your ID. So this ID is called the Veterans Health Identification Card. So as long as you're enrolled with the VA, you don't need to be service connected. You can get one being service connected or not service connected. And they were just giving him such a hard time. So I said, hey, let's call this number and then let's see what's going on. So we called the number. He got an actual case number. And then within a week, he had his ID. So if anything's going on, call this number. It's 24/7, 1-800-698-2411. The next thing we're going to touch on is the Foreign Medical Program. So Foreign Medical Program is if you're traveling, going on vacation outside the country, you should register for Foreign Medical Program. Because what if you had a medical issue? If you had a medical issue, then the only thing you'll need to be able to get reimbursed from the VA. So the VA will only reimburse you for service-connected conditions. So if you are not service-connected, let's just say for your right ankle, and you go and you get injured and you are in a different country, the VA will not reimburse you for that because it has to be a service-connected condition.
Does this include those expats who live out of the United States?
Yes. So if they're not 100%, or depending on what their condition is, whatever their service connection is, it has to be service connected before the VA will take care of you. Unfortunately, it's a whole messy program. That's why we have a lot of veterans coming here that live in the Philippines or that live in Korea, live in Japan. They come here to get health care because here you'll be able to get the care for all your conditions. So that's for our medical program. And then VA healthcare. We talked about the different party groups earlier. Register for VA healthcare. Homeless veterans. The VA does take care of homeless veterans, and 2026, it's looking like the homeless veterans are priority number one. VA home loans. A lot of veterans don't know that they can use a VA home loan. That's zero down when you purchase a house. Of course, you have to work with the lender, but that's one benefit that we have. Life insurance. A lot of veterans don't know that we can purchase life insurance. It's so easy to do online. If you have a va.gov account, it will literally take you less than 5 minutes. There's only a few questions you have to answer. And then you can have the monthly life insurance payment come out of your compensation. That's pretty good because you don't have to think about it. The next one is headstones and markers. A lot of veterans don't know that when the veteran or the spouse pass away, they can get a headstone and a marker, presidential memorial certificate, and the flag. Vet centers. I wish and I hope that our local vet center here can come on the radio or can, I don't know, answer any emails or phone calls. And, I read their article that said we do outreach, we work with other people. But when I asked them to come to our symposium last year, the response was, we're going to staff it. I don't know what that meant, but I'm going to try again. And let's see if we can get this federal office of people that work there who are supposed to be for the veterans and active duty to come out of their office and tell us what benefits they have. Now, and I guess we have a phone call from John, line 1. Yes, John. Go ahead.
You got to press that button.
Oh, the button. Oh, yeah, that's right. John, are you there? John? Did I press it? I thought I pressed it.
Try one more time.
One more time. It's blinking now. The line's blinking.
John, call back. I'm going to reset the phones.
Oh, okay. It was blinking. Sorry, John. Call back 671-888-TALK. I'll keep going. Sorry. The button was blinking. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, where were we at? We were talking about vet centers. So vet centers, you guys, very interesting. So the vet centers exist to give free counseling to those that were deployed, those and also for spouses. So if a spouse loses their veteran, they're there for bereavement counseling. They're there for family counseling. So if you need to do counseling for you and your spouse, there's counseling for that. And then they also hold group sessions. So if you wanted to be part of a group setting, the vet center does that too. They also do, it's also for active duty, guard, and reserve. And you don't even need a DD-214. There's no requirement to get service from a vet center. And vet centers are all over the place. Confidential, really easy to use. You can also, I think they're licensed up there, licensed social workers, and I'm not sure if psychologists are there. But vet center, I hope to get them on the radio so we can know all about what they do up there in their room. First Hawaiian Bank, 3rd floor. The next thing is women veterans, because women, we're different. So there are some healthcare, certain healthcare that women need. So women veterans, that's another thing. For benefits, CHAMP VA, this is Civilian Health and Medical Program. That's what CHAMP stands for. Civilian Health and Medical Program. This is for the dependents of veterans. And then education, chapter 35, that's for your dependent. Did John call back? No. I wonder if it's on Facebook. Let me see if he's on Facebook. I wonder what his question is. You can ask it on Facebook if Facebook too, if you're watching. John, let me see. We had a comment. Oh, we had one. Let me see. Oh, Bill. Bill Salisbury, he says, awesome. Viva HMI. Bill's one of the, the founders of HMI. Bill, veterans always love we have the caller back. Okay. So how do I do this again?
Just press the blue button.
The blue button. Which blue button?
Or just the button that's lit.
Okay. 'Cause
right
it's
above
blue.
drop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hit the button. Are they on?
Yeah, I don't think that's going. Doesn't seem to be working right now. Sorry about that, John.
Should I hit the one right below it?
No.
Oh, it's gone. Did we get his number? We can't call him back, huh?
No, can't call back.
John, I'm
so
sorry.
We'll figure this out. But
Sorry,
just keep
John.
trying if you can. Also, when you do get to your destination, John, I know
He's driving?
He might be on the road right now.
Oh.
Let's see here.
There, it's back. It's lit up again.
Try it again.
Okay. It's green now. Oh, okay. Let me try again. Oh, is he there? No? No, he's not there? Okay.
Click your button that's above drop.
Okay, there, it's red
Hi,
now.
this is John.
Hi, John. So sorry. I think I was hitting the wrong button. That's what happens when I sit in a chair I'm not supposed to be in.
You got to hit the green button, not the blue.
Okay. Well, it was there. Okay, there's no blue button and there's no green button. There's only clear and like a light yellow color. The color of a light bulb. Anyways, how can I help you, John?
Yeah, so a couple of things. Two things I want to ask.
Okay.
Is that office in the Philippines still going to be servicing Guam vets, or is that coming to Guam like the congressman was saying was going to happen?
Oh, okay. So this is the office you're talking about that the congressman is requesting to be relocated to Guam. Is that what you're asking about? So that office is not a medical office. So what he's proposing to bring here is called a regional office. So that's where they decide VA claims. It has nothing to do with medical. So there are 2 medical facilities over there that take care of veterans. One is a clinic and the other one is like a hospital. I've never been to either of them, but I've read up on them. But that is not what's coming here or what the congressman is trying to have relocated here. What he's trying to have relocated here is the office that's similar to the one in Hawaii. Have you been to the E-Wing at Tripler? The Bennett.
I have.
So that office. So the office in Tizen is the arm of that office in Hawaii. So what the congressman is proposing is to have our own office here. Our own Guam office here. And so I think that would be better for VA claims, VA decisions, because they'll be decided here and it'll be faster.
All
hopefully.
right. Okay, now my other question was, I had my claims adjudicated twice. One in New Mexico when I retired in 2007, and then in Hawaii when I was working as a contractor. And both came back with 5%. That's all you're getting. You have no disability. And like all your other callers say, you just got to keep applying. My medical record hadn't changed, other than the fact that I'm getting older. I'm now 60, and they say, well, you can claim that against the. And I'm thinking, if I'm mistaken, but I thought your service-connected disabilities have to tie into when you were active duty. So if it's not, isn't that a stretch of my service-connected relationship? You know what I mean? As I get older, my health is deteriorated due to blood pressure or anything that comes with age. How can one claim something at this late in my age against my service back when I retired in 2007? Is my question.
Okay, so there's no timeline on when you apply. You can apply all day long. You can. So the issue would be denials. So if you get denied something, you keep applying. You have 1 year from the date that you got denied to appeal that denial. And then what you want to do is you want to keep appealing it. And when you do appeal it, you have to have new and relevant evidence. So evidence.
So what I need to do then is just re-enroll again, because it was denied back in 2009 and 2010. And I said, okay, well, I got no disability. I guess 2 ways to look at it. I retired at 23 years of service without a disability. I'm thankful about that, because those veterans with disabilities need the service more than I do. So that's my thought process. But as I get older, folks they're saying, no, you can still tie it into your service. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't have that. I don't know if I should or not. That conscious of mine.
So I think what you should do, John, first is to attend our benefits boot camp. It's absolutely free. You're going to learn all about the benefits, all about the conditions. So yes, the answer to your question, the first one was, don't you only file something that happened to you while you're in service? Yes, that's number one. You should not file anything that didn't happen to you while you were not in service. Right. So the next thing would be you file your primary conditions. Let's just say you injured your back while you're in service. So you you got, let's just, say, for example, you got rated 20% for your back. Well, now your back is going to affect your hips. So then later down the line, you're getting chiropractic care, you're getting acupuncture therapy, you're getting massage therapy. So now you can file your hips secondary to your back. And this is way out of service because the VA allows you to file secondary claims due to your primary. So there's a lot.
Maybe I do, and you do need to do a 10-year boot camp.
Yes,
so
there's a lot you don't know.
And then, yeah, there is. And like I said, I retired in 2007, and I haven't been to one locally, so I'll try to make your boot camp the next time around.
Yes.
My last question is, I was hearing you said I could apply for insurance.
Yes.
And I do have a VA account, but I didn't realize I could get health life insurance. Is it life insurance?
Life insurance, yes. And it'll come out of your disability payments.
Okay, and then it can come out of my retirement because I am retired, so. I don't.
I'm not sure it'll come out of your retirement because it's a VA benefit, so it's called VA life insurance. So once you just log into your VA account, go to the search bar, and the top right, and type in VA life insurance, and it'll show up, and it's really self-explanatory. It's the rates are pretty reasonable as well.
Well, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Come to our boot camp. The next one's going to be at Anderson, and the one after that is going to be, I wish I had the schedule. I don't have the schedule, but we have one every month.
Before we go to a break, Corinna, if I can just offer a little bit of anecdotal evidence, about filing and work and service related conditions, there are constantly studies happening.
Oh yes,
and new revelations with different things that have gone on. And one of the biggest things that happened in the mid 2000s or early 2000s to mid 2000s was a study on ALS, and it connected it all the way to people who servicemen who were served in the Vietnam War, and even Korean War, and even those who didn't see a combat theater. And so you want to keep checking on information, you want to keep checking up on news, and do file, because there is something to be said about things that awaken later on in age, whether it's something that was hidden or what I mean by awaken is it's something that could be inside your body and doesn't get affected until your body no longer can fight it through its natural means, and it exposes or reveals itself later on. So keep checking on that and keep filling and applying. And it's not. I know some people think, well, isn't this stretching it, or are we scamming the United States government? And if you are, they will find out.
Right, definitely.
Yeah, but if you don't apply, you'll never know.
Right, definitely. So we're going to take a break, yes? We are ready for a break. You're listening to Veterans with Benefits on 93.3. You can call into 671-888-TALK. We'll be right back.
Well, hello there, Guam. Colonel Sanders here. When it comes to big flavor and real value, nobody does it like KFC. Pot pie, fries, and a drink, $7.50. Wow! The best chicken sandwich on Guam with fries and a drink, $7.50. Wow! Crispy chicken strips, side and a drink, $7.50. Wow! That's wow! $7.50 every day, all day. So when hunger calls, answer it the right way. Head on over to KFC today. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Coming January 24th to the UOG Cowboy Fieldhouse. The Cover Girls live on Guam. Angel, the original cover girl, and her iconic voice, singing all their hits like Because of You, Promise Me, Inside Out, and Show Me. Joining them on stage, the Queen of Dance, EDM, and Freestyle, Shannon. Also, 90s freestyle diva singing all her hits, Jocelyn Enriquez.
Radio plays our favorite song, and it's what keeps me holding on.
Brought to you by Choice Broadcasting, Trivision Media, and Cherry Media. This is a Jams Media show you don't want to miss. Tickets and info at guamtime.net.
And we're back. Thank you for that call, John. I was telling Jose that I kept hanging up on you. I'm sorry, I was pressing the wrong button the whole time. My bad. Kept hanging up on him. So let's read
Come back, Anthony.
She's fired.
Your finger is needed.
I'll read the comments we have online. Eugenio Tyron, I applied for the foreign medical program and received an email 12/19/2024 that we're processing it. Once the registration is complete, they will send me an enrollment packet. It's already 2026 and still no enrollment packet. Oh no, Eugenio. You know what you should do, Jean? Just call that 1-800 number I gave you earlier. That is 1-800-827-1000. You can only call that 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Guam time, or call the VA 24-hour White House hotline, 1-800-698-2411. And you tell them, hey, it's been almost a year, and I still don't have my foreign medical program packet. Also, check if they sent it to the wrong address. Sometimes they do, because all these systems in the VA, they don't talk to each other. It's so irritating. And then we have Johnny Atulai, or watching the program. All right, thank you. So to answer, going back to John, the caller's question about filing, about deadlines, about appeal, about only a certain percentage, the most important thing I could tell you is don't give up, because whenever you turn in your claim, the rater that saw your claim probably didn't do a good job. So a lot of these veterans have to report numbers to Congress. So what are they going to do? They're going to work on your claim really fast. They're going to deny it, not really look at all the medical evidence. And then they send you this giant packet and you don't know how to read it. So just appeal and come to our benefits boot camp. We teach you how to read that giant packet letter. We do that on day 3. We go over an actual decision letter, the different parts, what they mean. And then we also talk about the different ways you can appeal. There's 3 ways to appeal. We talk about CMP exams, and we talk about the difference between a CMP exam and your own medical evidence and your own medical appointments. So gosh, the show's almost over and we didn't even get down the whole list.
What?
This is how many services are available. I have like 2 pages full of benefits here for veterans. And we're already almost done with the program. So let's just go. I don't even know where I stopped at. I think I stopped at, okay, yeah. Caregiver support. So there's caregiver support for veterans and for the veteran spouses. Community care. What is community care? This one is, I don't want to say it's hard to explain, but it's hard for a veteran who's not part of the VA healthcare system to understand. So let's just say you came to our benefits boot camp and you filed your claim and you got 20%, then you got 30%, then you got 50%, but you never registered for VA healthcare. You finally go up to CBOC, the community-based outpatient clinic there in Ganya Heights, right outside the gate of Naval Hospital, and you bring your letter and you say, hey, I want to make my very first appointment. I want to register for VA healthcare. I got this letter in the mail, didn't know what to do with it. Let me register. So they're going to tell you 2 things. Number 1, let me get you your first appointment with the VA doctor here. Or number 2, we don't have any doctors available. You can go out to care in the community. Well, what is care in the community? They're going to ask you, are you going to American Medical Clinic? Are you being seen there now with your other insurance? And if you say yes, they're going to tell you, okay, well, you can continue to go to that same clinic. We'll just have VA pay for it. So that's called care in the community. Here on Guam, the clinics we can go to are Totu Guam. We can go to SDA. We can go to FHP, and we can go to AMC. So that's what care in the community is. If you cannot get a doctor up at the CBOC, they'll send you out in the community.
And just to know, again, that the Naval Hospital's primary mission is for the active duty. However, they do a very good job of taking care of anybody that goes in there.
Oh, yes, Naval Hospital. So, yes, you're right. So, Naval Hospital, their main mission is active duty. But if you need to go to the ER, go to the ER up at Naval Hospital if that's the hospital you want to go to. But, yes, their main mission is active duty. But the VA will send you up there for referrals. So if you're part of the VA healthcare system and you ask for a referral, let's just say optometry or you need labs done, they will send you up to Naval Hospital. Dental care is the next thing. So if you're 100% service connected, dental care is free. But if you're less than, you can still apply for dental care. There'll just be some copays. Disability claims and appeals, that's a huge one. Mental health, I'm just covering the big names of the. We can dive into this maybe next week, but I just want to. This is like 2 pages. I don't even know if I'm going to get through all of it all. And then the PACT Act. So a lot of veterans don't even know what the PACT Act is. So PACT Act stands for Promise to Address Comprehensive Toxics Act. So when veterans were exposed to toxins, like what you were saying earlier, Jose, just file your claim, right? I know before I joined the nonprofit organization HMI, Anthony and Doc, the veterans, a lot of veterans here on Guam have diabetes and hypertension, which is high blood pressure. So they were filing it saying, hey, this was due to me being exposed to all these things here on Guam. Guess what? Agent Orange was conceded. They said, yes, because you're on Guam from 1962 to July 1980, you were exposed to Agent Orange, and now you're presumptive. Now you're going to get a percentage from the VA because you were exposed to these toxins, Agent Orange, or they called them herbicides. So the PACT Act was passed in 2022. So it doesn't only cover Agent Orange, it also covers radiation. It covers those who are exposed to burn pits, to oil, to AFFF. There was a lot of different toxins that veterans are exposed to that it covers. Then the 2024 expansion. Veterans were saying, hey, what if I didn't deploy? What if I still worked on that military vehicle and I used this certain type of solvent and now I can't breathe? My breathing has never been the same since I left the military. So that was the expansion of 2024, is if you're exposed to toxins at your home base, then you can you are also eligible for compensation from the VA.
Real quick, because the program's coming to an end, I just got to throw this question in.
Go ahead.
You do the boot camps every month, and also chatting with a coach. How beneficial is it for surviving spouses to attend?
We have a a lot of surviving spouses attend. I altered our registration to fit spouses in there because there was never not that I didn't have one for the spouses, I just never gave them their own category. And so there are a lot of surviving spouses of veterans, and DIC is a very important benefit. So if a spouse lost their veteran and their veteran was 100%, or the veteran passed away from a service-connected condition, or if they didn't pass away from a service-connected condition, there are a lot of ifs, ands, ors, or buts for DIC, but it's the benefits that's available for the surviving spouses. But they attend, and they learn all about the benefits for them and for their spouse, or what they would have had. Mm-hmm. So yes, it's important. Oh yeah, you're right. Look at the time. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess we have to finish this next.
It's going to be a part 2.
Yeah, next week we can finish this, because there's just so much. When I was doing the research for it, I was like, how am I going to get all of this into this little time that we have? But we'll talk more about that. So I guess I just want to end with, if you are in your VA claim journey, keep going, because there is no deadline to file, and you should never give up. Never give up. So we'll be back next week. Thank you all, and we'll see you next week.
The Point is KUSG, Hagåtña, Guam, 93.3 FM and 104.3 HD3.
A criminal investigation opened. Fox News, I'm Sue Guzman. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell says he is being investigated over his handling of renovations being done on the Fed headquarters. He's claiming it's retaliation for not lowering interest rates when President Trump asked him to, as we hear from Fox's Jill Nato.
Republican Tom Tillis of the Senate Banking Committee put out a statement saying if there were any remaining doubt whether advisors within the Trump administration are actively pushing to end the independence of the Federal Reserve, there should now be none. Democrat Elizabeth Warren said Trump is abusing the authorities of the Department of Justice like a wannabe dictator, so the Fed serves his interests along with his billionaire friends. Powell's term as Fed chair is up in May, and both senators say they won't confirm anyone to replace him until this matter's resolved. In Washington, Jill Nato, Fox News.
Federal immigration arrests continuing in Minnesota's Twin Cities following the shooting death of a female protester last week. Details from Fox's Gernal Scott.
Trump border czar Tom Homan said he won't judge if the woman shot and killed by an ICE agent, Renee Good, was a domestic terrorist. He does say she shouldn't have been where she was.
If you want to protest, but